And here we are at the river's edge in front of the river house. We're panning down the peninsula. Remember that site plan that you saw? That's the sort of southwest end there. And then we're spinning around, and here comes the river house. There's a rain garden there on the right side of the house. And you can see the cement board siding from cement board fabricators, all the window heads lined up. The builder took great pains to achieve that, and it really gives the house a real serenity. And you can see the simple lines to achieve all those juxtapositions of panel and window. The panels are through color. They're very thin. Just the screw heads are painted. And we just walked through the big lift slide window or door, however you want to call them, but they really bring that landscape in. When you're sitting in that living room, it's like you're sitting within the landscape. There again, looking down that peninsula toward the Hanover crew docks. You can't see them, but you will hear the crew boats when those are up and running. And there's the view of the river there right from the living room. You can see we removed that semicircular driveway that was there before and returned it to grass. There's a peek at the dining room. That door leads up to the attic. And then there's the LEED silver plaque that the building in 2018 received Building of the Year from the New Hampshire USGBC for its energy efficiency. So again, I mentioned in the prior PowerPoint that the building received 2.5 inches of exterior XPS insulation and 5 inches, that was on the wall, and 5 inches on the roof. The membrane was wrapped over the existing sheathing, and then the insulation was installed on top of that, and then we rebuilt the eaves and put the roofing on. The house now has achieved a blower door test of 0.34 ACH 50. The existing house was a 3.4, so it's quite a difference. There's the kitchen with the window. That was, remember the photo of the before? That's the same spot. And again, we stole 8 feet from the garage in order to get this big dining room with a stunning view of the river. Nice 10-seat table there. And you can see a sliver of the living room. You can easily walk through there. Nice flow of circulation. Looking toward the bedroom wing, and then again, with that 8 feet from the garage, we were able to put in a mudroom and a laundry with a little view of that backwater swampiness. It's quite beautiful. Get a lot of wildlife because of that. And looking down, you can see the heat pump there on the wall, and the glass shelves were put there for the duck decoys. The owner had a collection of decoys that they wanted displayed. This is the media room. Again, that wall the TV is on is made of staggered studs with insulation, so that protects the noise from the television to the bedroom. The color of the cabinets, if you saw that orange painting on the right side, now it's on the left, but that color came from that painting. A little view of the entry door, another view of the kitchen. So it's nice and open, lots of place to circulate around. There's the view. Right when you walk in the door, you see that river view. That's a gas fireplace for those chilly nights and just when you want a little bit of flickering fire. And both these bathrooms, this guest bathroom and the main bathroom we'll see in a minute, were in this location, and the plumbing fixtures were in these locations as well. But we changed out all the finishes, fittings, fixtures. That was recycled content porcelain tile to look like marble. And then here's the main bedroom. And you can see a little duct in the corner there, a little grill. That's where we got some air with an inline fan that is on a thermostat, and it enters the room right there in case it gets a little chilly, because there's just one heat pump on this floor. There's the main bath. Remember what it looked like before. Same locations for the plumbing, but all new stuff. There's the shower, is a 0 threshold shower for aging in place. You can see the grab bar, and all the door openings here in this bedroom are 3 feet wide. And then this is the guest bedroom. And that's the shared wall with the media room. There's the heat pump again. We'll walk down the hallway. And you can see the shelving there. That's a dark blue back to that shelving that was inspired by those Italian pieces of pottery. And here we go to the entry door. And when the trees are leafed out, it's very hard to see any neighbors. It's a really quiet, contemplative site. And those are cedar boards. The railing is cedar, and so are these posts. This is the walkway. This is the only additional impervious surface that we added, the roof, and then that's the infiltration trench that takes the runoff off that whole side of the roof and filters it. It gets it down below the root system of the grass and filtered into the soil, so it doesn't just run off the top and into the river. That's the purpose of the infiltration trench. You can see the condensers through that screen of cedar boards. There's a piece of weathering steel that's protecting that newel post. We'll get another shot of that when we come back around. And here's a close-up of the cement panels. They are, again, through color. They're about 5/16 of an inch thick. You can see, we'll go close up here, you can see the gasket that's on the strapping. So when you torque down those screws, there's a little bit of softness there. That's the doorbell. And again, they're not painted, just the screws are painted. And we added a black core vent between the gaskets on the strapping to discourage insects from getting behind the siding. And it has airflow. You can use it as a venting material. So we just wanted that black material right behind the panels. And you can see there's some weathering steel that is backed up to the precast concrete piers the posts are on, so that walkway is nice and level, and then the infiltration trench is along the grade there. And we're just going to back up and look at this end. You can see the translucent garage doors provide some light inside the garage during the day, and they glow nicely at night when the lights are on inside. Simple detailing. The only paint that was used on the exterior was to paint the soffits. So there's the owners wanted very low maintenance. So the panels shouldn't require any maintenance whatsoever. If one does get damaged, we have extras. You can see a little bit of a ding that happened early on there at the bottom of that panel on the right. Again, a little bit of a close-up. And those are cedar posts and precast piers, concrete piers with a Simpson post base with concealed fasteners. You can see the weathering steel along the edge there, so that the walkway is more level, and then the grade is a little bit more slopey. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And then you see the condensers on the outside of the building. And again, the lines of the panels that carry through from one side to the other. And this little bulkhead was an existing piece on the house. We did change out the door to be a glass door, so you get that view down the peninsula. You can see there's the rain garden, and you can see a little white pipe sticking out. That's from the trench on the north side of the house to filter the water. And that is that. We'll go into the basement on another video. And here we go down into the basement. So we didn't do any wall moving down here. We did re-insulate against the concrete walls, as I mentioned earlier. So this is sort of the little sitting area at the stairway. There's the dining table, and to the left are the cabinets we brought down from the existing kitchen. We repainted those and put new hardware. Added that sink. That is a door into one of the existing bedrooms that we turned into a storage room. And that's the south side there. You see the heat pump for this level. There's the bulkhead door that is now glass, and the window there. We're going into the bathroom. Again, same palette of materials, same tile with recycled content. Made to look like marble, but it is porcelain. And toilet sink, again, same locations, new fixtures. Those are the existing doors also, by the way. We just painted and put new door hardware on the doors to the rooms as well. Here comes another view of the window. That's a tilt-turn window now. It used to be a gliding window. That's the rain garden you see immediately outside the glass, and then down the peninsula. This is a really great view. I love being down at the sort of the grade level. It's really wonderful. And you might get a little peek at the little white pipe coming through the stone wall. There it is from the drip edge on the north side. And then comes into that rain garden and slowly soaks into the soil. Again, great view. And there's another slightly larger tilt-turn window in the bedroom. We'll get a peek at that. So this bedroom did exist. We merely painted it and added the carpeting and changed out these windows. So there's the view from that bedroom. Really nice. And jumping right to the attic. Attic is a conditioned space because of the exterior insulation, and we did insulate, as I mentioned earlier, the cavities, the wood stud walls and rafters. There's dense packed cellulose, you can see right there. That plastic membrane that you see is permeable. It allows drying of any moisture that gets in that cavity to the interior. It's a smart membrane. And you can see some ductwork. That's the vent stack and gas stove vent, and these other ducts you see on the inside of the rafters are from the heat recovery ventilator, which is right here. There you see those blue filters ready to get swapped out when the time comes. Easy to access. And we brought the ductwork up and over from one side of the house to the other. It's just to maintain the usability of this space. It's a really, it's amazing. We would visit when it was super hot outside, 90s, and we'd come up into the attic expecting, you know, sweltering heat, as you usually do in attics, and it was perfectly cool. It was quite pleasant. So there's a close-up of that membrane. And they don't have a program yet for this space, but it could easily be living space or another bedroom. And I just want to thank you again for joining us on this tour, and I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more AIA New Hampshire tours. Thank you.